Hi everybody, it's me again. I'm just going to go back on my soapbox real briefly about something I'm really concerned about with every dog owner, but especially golden retrievers, because golden retrievers are so naturally inquisitive and curious about things, um, and there's so many hazards in the yard, and it's easy to go through your yard and find the obvious things. We can look for problems laying in the grass or in the flower beds. We can look for poisonous plants and things like that. But we always have to, even when we think we've removed everything that could be dangerous, it's important to remember that new things can pop up. And here's a great example. This uh, was delivered to me by Sophie today, and it is almost unrecognizable. There's a metal spring in there, and you can kind of get it to work a little bit. It presses, and for a minute there, I thought, what the heck could this thing possibly be? But look how chewed up this is, and I'm not certain that Sophie did this chewing. This may have been from the machine that it was on, but anyway, at first I thought it was a piece of like a sprinkler head or something like that. But you know what this is? This is the cap to a weed eater, and actually had my yard man come today, and I kind of brought it out to him, and I said, "Are you missing something like this?" And he said, "I'm not sure." And I said, "Well, I found it last week after you were here." And I said, "More importantly, my dog found it." I said, "No, no, nothing to be worried about. I'm not mad at you. But I just want you to know this is the kind of thing that you don't even expect. It's a piece of equipment, probably a 20-cent item that goes on a weed eater, and it's the little thing on the bottom that when your line gets really short, you kind of tap the weed eater on the ground and it extends more line out. And this just got disengaged somehow, and it threw it off. Again, I don't know how it got so chewed up. It's possible that Sophie worked on this for a while before she surrendered it, but she, bless her heart, she just kind of casually walked over to where I was sitting and stood in front of me and said, "Here, you probably should take this." And I took it and I said, "Oh my gosh." But if you look at this and look at all these jagged plastic edges, this is exactly the kind of thing that, if swallowed, this is what will get caught on the sides of the intestine or the stomach, and it'll create a major blockage. It can also create a puncture, but 9 times out of 10, it creates a blockage. And if the blockage does not kill your dog, uh, you can get the surgery done to have this removed, and it's about $4,000 or $5,000. So it's an extremely expensive issue if you want, and it may be more than just expensive. Again, a lot of animals don't even survive. They swallow something like this and they just die, and it's tragic over something so simple and something so benign. So just the message is always be on the lookout, always be watching your yard or the spaces, whether it's the dog park, whether it's the street that you walk your dog on. Always be looking for any kind of item that they can grab, and boy, they are clever. They'll snatch something in their mouth before you even realize it. So I've gotten the habit where before they come in the house, I make them wait at the sliding glass door, and I open their jaws literally to make sure they don't have a piece of mulch or some little object from the yard that they picked up, just to make sure. But anyway, again, I know I talk about this a lot, and I probably will never stop talking about it because I've seen too many dogs that have suffered from these things. And so just something to put in the back of your head, not to be scared of, but you just have to be vigilant. Always be alert that even if you think your yard is safe today, something could happen tomorrow that you won't even know about. It could be your lawn service. It could be the kids playing next door and something accidentally gets thrown over the fence. You just never know where some piece of debris is going to come from that is the piece of debris that could kill your dog or cost you an absolute fortune. So keep that in mind, and happy adventures with your pups. Take care.